Yo, what's good, people? It's Airborn Gav. I'm on UK Full Stop on Westside Radio. Check it out.
We're repping UK Full Stop.
If we're talking about superhero stuff, of course, this guy's name is kind of heroic almost, man.
Hey, don't guess me.
It kind of goes like that, you know what I mean? Like when I first heard the name, I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And he's got the music to match. Shout out to the boy Airborn Gav in the building.
Thank you.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm great, man.
It's good to have you here, man. So you've just been like chilling with us. We've been talking music and everything else. So now it's your turn. So tell us, like, who is Airborn Gav?
Yeah, I'm just a boy from East London, man. I just like my music and I like to experiment with it, and I happen to be decent with it, so
yeah.
Make some decent music.
I love it. Humble but confident about it.
Yeah, man.
It's like, yeah, I do my thing, but I'm good. Just to push that out there.
Exactly.
But no, you are really, really good, and it is a pleasure to have you on the show with us.
Thank you.
So what made you kind of come up with the whole Airborne side?
That was just really random. Like, I had a lyric that I wrote one time, and I used a reference to Airborne, and my friends started laughing and they started calling me it.
Yeah.
And then when I started to do music, I used it by itself, just Airborne, but I felt like, it was too gassed. I was like, it's not me. Most people call me Gav, to be honest. So So I just put that on the end and boom.
Airborn Gav. Cool. So how long you been doing this thing, man?
Seriously or in general? Like, because I've been doing music since I was a kid, so.
Okay.
I just always played about with it, freestyling in school, putting up on MySpace, that's some music then.
Yeah. What was that? Was that like grime or hip hop?
No, it was still kind of hip hop. I was still kind of doing the rap singing thing. That's why people never really noticed it.
Yeah.
I think people didn't know how to take it.
Yeah, fair enough. And now it's kind of popping and people are trying to do it.
Yeah.
Cool. So you've been one of the forefathers of that, just kind of keeping true to yourself.
Yeah.
Cool.
Basically.
Love that, man. Love that. So we're all about greatest to the latest, and that's like UK. So if you could tell me one old school artist that really inspired you, maybe wanted you to actually be here in the first place, doing what you do from the UK, and then one new school artist that maybe you respect, or
from the UK as well.
From the UK, yeah.
I don't know. Like, I just listen to everything in general, from the grime to the hip hop, like from Kalashnikov to Dizzy and Roll Deep, Pay As You Go back then.
Yeah.
I always listened to it and I always played about with it, but there was something about it that I always knew it wasn't my style, but it's something that I really liked. And I saw them doing big things and I would see them walking around the ends. So it was like, so it's like, you think, rah, they were just on the TV like 15, 20 minutes ago. Yeah. And then you see them at like shopping centre in Stratford or something. So it's like, rah, it's not that hard to do it, but it's not anything I took serious at the time.
Fair enough.
What's your relationship like with your music? Because of course, as a musician, to listen to other musicians, it's like when you listen to an artist, and then as you said, you might see them. It's like, not saying it takes away from it, but the magic that they create in the studio is, I guess, different to when you see the person. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're like a celebrity or a status, like you have this image of them, and then
and you
when you see them, without the modelling and the makeup, it's like, oh, you're just a guy. Do you know what I mean? But what's your, like...
I mean, everyone's human, you know. So it's I rate it based on the music. So if I rate the music, I rate the music. Yeah.
And you talked as well about your producers, so you don't just have one. You sort of work with a few faces.
Yeah.
So what's your sort of process for that?
Me, I'm just always looking online, looking up beats, and then I see a producer that something sticks out to me, so I email them, go back and forth, send him a couple of tracks, he likes it, emails me back, we send the track, and just work. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I do right now.
Do you get in the studio with like these producers, or is it more just kind of you go to your studio and just work with their track?
Yeah, like recently it's been like that, but I've had some producers that I've worked with in the studio with, but recently that's how I've been doing it, emailing the beats to me, and I've been just working on it myself, sending it back to them, seeing what they thought about it. Most of them like what I've done with it, so
cool.
And that's still quite a new way of working, I guess, like not seeing the person face to face, but working around. Like so many animations now are done with people that aren't in the room.
So,
like,
I prefer it face to face, but you know, it works either way.
Cool. So you released one tape, well, one EP, THC, and we got the new one. We can't actually say the full name, not on here on social media. It's cool, but Rachet Nigga Blues. So the word rhymes with Tigger, so we can say Tigger on that. So Rachet Nigga Blues. Do you know what? That's such,
I loved.
that's
do you know
such a
what? I
thought-provoking
loved
name.
it. Honestly,
like. You know what I mean? Like social media, like they liked it as well. Like people, like someone was like, oh, you know, like how do we get in touch with, you know, like making music, and they hadn't even heard anything like on the actual picture.
Oh, seriously?
And and like tell us about the name, man.
It didn't take much thought, really. It was like I was just working on some music and we were all talking about it's like it's kind of R&B, but it's not quite R&B. But we couldn't think of a title for it. And I just randomly just said, like the acronym. And everyone was like, yeah, that's it. And I was like, really? I thought about. I went back and I was thinking of other ones to replace it. Everyone's like, no. So we went with it.
Nice.
It's just,
it's good.
it's really good. Because I know you've already said like it's thought-provoking, but it's like because I guess everyone thinks they can do R&B or says they're an R&B artist, and there were so many stereotypes. It was just so nice that you sort of paid homage to that a little bit.
You were just like,
but in a funny, cheeky way.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's still like you say, oh yeah, you know, my EP is R&B.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, okay. Be like, what? So what's your EP's? No, it's Rachet. You know, Blues, and it's like it pretty much you know sums up a sound, and it sums up like a wave of artists that are, you know, trying to do the sing rap thing. But you, like, when I listen to your stuff, like it does that, you know what I mean? It really does exactly what it says on the tin. So it's good. It's not like you tried to like say, we're doing this like I don't know, ballad type of R&B type of stuff, which obviously that has a place, but you're like very much, you know, forward thinking in terms of where the sound's going and what the sound is. So that's good, man.
Thank you.
That's sick. Have you heard of an artist called Nath Smalls?
I've heard. He's alright too.
He's cool. He's quite young, and he's quite wavy as well when he kind of does the sing rap thing. So, is there anyone else like in your camp like who's on the same type of
music? Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Music wise, no, there's no one in the camp doing music right now. A lot of people venturing off into other stuff. They're doing art. Shout out to Mr. Defe.
Yeah.
We've got Harper Adrian, director.
Yeah.
All part of the team. Perfect Mistake. Shout out 7th Elohim as well. Clothing line. Look out for that soon as well. Yeah, we're just working. There's a lot of different things going on within the camp, but right now, when it comes to music, it's just me for now.
And who takes care of your art and visuals? Because do you have control over it, or are you sort of someone like, I make the music, but I like somebody else's vision of what my
Lydia, could you describe to the listeners, like what the artwork is like?
What the promotional R&B cover?
Yeah. Go on. No, you have to. Explain what the cover, what, like, you know, the imagery.
I don't know.
Under pressure.
Yeah.
Don't do this to me.
Come on.
Okay, I'm just gonna say wavy.
Okay. No. The actual, like, what
is on there?
What is on the picture? Nah, you can't. Okay, all right. I'll do it. So, basically, it has R&B, and then it's got,
yeah,
and then it's got like a thong. Is it a thong or like panties?
Yeah. But that's just a promotional one. Like the official EP cover is gonna come out when I make it available for download on the 11th of June. So yeah, but that's the one.
Man, I thought that was it.
No, that's the one we just tracked it out because we're doing a lot of artwork, attaching it to the tracks. So if you see the tracks I put up, Picky, J-Ree, Mutual Addiction, and Trust Me.
Yeah,
we've had separate pieces of artwork for each one.
Yeah, because I saw a woman's back off on one, and then I saw it.
It was drawn as well by by artist Mr. Adefe, the one that's part of my team. He's really talented, and we just went for something different. We said, you know what, each track should have a different cover, so it gave it that vibe.
Fair enough.
See, you know what I'm like on, well, not just on air, in real life. Well, this is real life, but you know what I mean. I never want to.
Nah, it's all good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get into the music in a moment. Obviously, you made it very, very clear in your music. We're gonna turn up, and you know we're gonna do our thing. We're gonna smoke or whatever. Yeah. But then also there's a lot of stuff for the ladies there, and it's just real. So obviously, with you being airborne and stuff like that, if you could fly with any female in the industry,
I don't really think about those females too much.
Who would it be?
No, that's a bit.
Who would it be? Any female in the industry? Any female in the industry?
Kelly Rowland.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you gotta shake my hand on that one.
Even though
all right, cool. She's married and she has a kid and all that stuff. But yeah.
Still.
I love this. Like, even though she's got just this extra baggage, you know, sort of recycle that and.
Exactly. Yeah. You're just flying. I mean, you know, you never know what happens after that. Like she knows you can fly and stuff. You know, like,
superpowers.
Yeah. This is UK Full Stop, playing the greatest to the latest in UK urban culture. Thursdays, 10 p.m. to midnight on West Side Radio.